Dumb Fun Show. My name is Aaron.
I am Venkman. Welcome back to another Big Dumb Fun Show, my friends. 888-832-7561 is the number that you can dial toll-free to get on to the Big Dumb Fun Show. Tonight, we want to hear from you if you're listening live on a Monday night. It's Martin Luther King Day. Also the day that our 44th president inaugurated today. Obama had his second term begin today with the official inauguration. I guess the official stuff was all last night.
Yeah, didn't they have like a little private ceremony at the White House?
Yeah, and of course everything he does is under fire.
And then they had a public ceremony.
Mm-hmm.
Just in case the public ceremony goes wrong, we're going to go ahead and do this.
We're just going to go ahead and inaugurate you privately, and then we're going to do it publicly.
Couple big orders of debate, points of debate with the Obama inauguration. One of them is whether he was sworn in on the Bible. Have you read that? Everyone's like,
oh, I think he was swearing on the Quran.
Oh, what? Like they're watching the video, and
at this point in time, who gives a rat's ass? You know, like who cares what he's
got his hand on some kind of a book. We don't know what it is.
I heard that he was sworn in on the Yellow Pages.
Like at
this
point in time,
people would be happier that he was sworn in on the Yellow
Pages rather than
the Quran.
Absolutely.
Sad to say.
I heard that he was sworn in on the Kama Sutra.
So he was sworn in today. Did you watch any of it on TV?
None.
Every single moment of this was caught on TV, and the interviews, absolutely outstanding.
Oddly enough, any of the private ceremony caught on TV?
No, that
not a bit.
Private ceremony was really
really private.
Really, really private.
I mean, in fact, before they swore in Obama, I had read online Joe Biden was sworn in ahead of Obama. He was
We're
sworn
just going to
in
take care of this vice president.
He was sworn in at his private residence at the Naval Observatory in like Maryland or something. I'm like,
we're going to come to you, Joe. Now here's what I don't get.
Like the vice president's living on a naval base, and they're like, listen, we want to make sure you're safe.
Gosh, if I was vice president, I would just always be like on an aircraft carrier. How cool would that be? I got to run for groceries. Go put me in the F-16.
Put me on the flight deck.
Yeah, put me on the flight deck. Let me suit up.
Oh,
this
shoot.
is so awesome!
I forgot cream. I got to go back.
So the best part was the interviews with the public, all of which totally forgot about the last 4 years, and they're extremely optimistic about the next 4 years. It was great. Like, if you were just sitting down there, I consider myself pretty bipartisan. There's a lot of stuff that I'll agree with on one side, and there's a lot of stuff I'll agree with on the other side. But, I try to just make my own decisions and not have a party, make it for me. And what I thought was great, where everyone just like, oh, this is a new beginning. Yes, this right here, this is a new beginning. This is going to be, the beginning of a lot of progress and a lot of, I'm like, where were you the last 4 years? Nothing has happened. Why do you think that all of a sudden now this is going to happen? Well, because he doesn't have to pander. He's got 4 years to do whatever he wants. He doesn't have to play it safe anymore. He can sign 23 executive orders making his own Obama gun control. And before we even get into the gun control, which I think is ridiculous and was made on a basis of, by signing this, we will prevent Sandy Hook from ever happening ever again. By doing this, nobody is ever going to shoot up a school like they did at Sandy Hook. The truth is, by all 23 of these executive orders that he signed, none of that would have prevented Sandy Hook. We were talking about this the other day. Like, none of the stuff that he signed using Sandy Hook as, the bait. Well, this is the reason why I'm signing this. The reason why he's doing any of that, none of that, at the end of the day, the guy stole the guns. He stole it from his mom. Any criminal out there is going to steal the guns. You're not going to, if you're any sort of a good criminal, I guess, you're not going to go to the the gun shop. You're not going to go to Walmart and
You're not gonna
fill
wait-
out the paperwork.
You don't want to go ahead and have that 5-day waiting period?
No!
You're not going to worry about having a clip with less than 10 rounds in it?
And especially someone so methodical like the Aurora dude and now the guy at Sandy Hook. You know, these guys, they were thinking it out. Like, this was planned out.
There was the guy that started a fire in the barn or whatever,
Yeah.
and then called the fire department over to put it out,
Come on out here and put out this fire.
and then start shooting at him.
Guy,
you know what? I don't. We've had these discussions not on the show necessarily about gun control.
Well, because we're not like a
but
gun control
mostly
political
because I was
show.
on the death pool,
Yeah.
and while I'm not a gun owner, I don't necessarily take that right away from anybody.
I totally agree. I'm not a smoker, but I absolutely hate the bans that they will do on smoking. I hate the bans that they've done on smoking, and I'm not a smoker. I hate the bans that they've done on the strip clubs here locally in Kansas City, but yet I've never been to a strip club. I hate the ban on guns and all these orders against guns. I hate all of that. Now, I do own a gun. I don't own an assault rifle.
What?
But
You own a gun?
I
You
have a
have
gun.
one. Where's it at in the house?
I'm packing it right now in my pants. It's my love gun. Okay, no.
And you need a license for that?
No, actually, the gun that I own is not even in my house.
What?
It's not even in my house.
It's in your garage. I'm not asking you for a specific location.
I was going to say, you're asking me exactly where the gun is
Is
at.
it a handgun?
No. Shotgun. 12-gauge shotgun.
And
I can shove 6 in there, so thank God I'm under that 10.
I don't think of you as.
I don't have a magazine.
Are you out hunting geese?
No. I just love to go out there and, like, shoot clay pigeons and whatnot. Maybe real pigeons if they get in the way.
I've never heard you tell me this.
You never knew that? Never knew that at all?
I don't know if I knew you had a shotgun.
Yeah, I got a shotgun. I got 22
I mean,
as well.
you go hunting with your dad?
No, never did.
Ever been hunting?
Never.
Got a license anywhere?
No.
Did you go to a gun safety class?
Yes.
Did they tell you don't go into a movie theater or a school and start shooting them up?
Always treat the gun as if it's loaded, and try not to look directly into the barrel. If somebody
You know
points
what?
a gun at you, though, I did learn this.
I used to
If
tell
you
my
stick your
ex-girlfriend
finger-
the
if you
exact same thing.
You really are about gun control. If you stick your finger in the end of it, though, and they pull the trigger, you're going to be absolutely fine because that gun will explode at the end and usually turn the criminal's face into like a black explosion. I think I saw it was Bugs Bunny. I saw that on a cartoon.
I think that's a cartoon.
No, it's actually it's absolute fact. Absolute fact. We are educating you folks tonight on the Big Dumb Fun Show. Speaking of, when we come back, we got the useless news.